Hello, welcome back to Yoga for OWLS. I hope you enjoyed the last session. I've had some good feedback so far. The feedback has actually taken two different paths. One is, can you make it a little bit more on the more basic direction? And the other one is, can you ramp it up a little bit? So, as you can imagine, I can't achieve both of those needs in one session. So what I'm going to do is stick to plan on this one, and then I'll do another couple where one I'm making it a little bit more intense, shall we say, although not that intense, and one where I will really take it back to some basics. So look forward to those sessions. But for now, let's focus on our posture. So sitting nice and tall if we can. So by that I mean really lifting the spine up, engaging your core, your center point of your body, to lift yourself up so that you're doing your best not to slouch down and be supported by the chair. By building the core, it helps with our posture, it helps with a lot of potential issues we might have with our backs, and it can feed throughout the whole body. So use this as an opportunity to remind yourself to hold yourself in a sitting position if you can. Roll the shoulders back. If you want to, feel free to gently close your eyes. So we'll start with neck rotation, so it doesn't matter which direction you start with. Whilst doing these things, keep that spine lifted so it's not an opportunity to start slouching back into the chair. In reverse direction. You notice that you're starting to get tense in your shoulders, just do your best to relax them. And back to centre. And we'll do a neck stretch, so again lifting the spine tall, just looking over your right shoulder, and back to centre, and over your left shoulder, back to centre, to the right shoulder, back to centre, over the left shoulder, back to centre, one more time, over the right shoulder, back to centre, left shoulder, back to centre. Okay, so we're going to warm up our shoulders a little bit now. So we will start by stretching, so interlinking the fingers, reach the arms up. So we're stretching, you'll feel the stretch down your sides here probably. Also warming up those shoulders, so you might be aware of some tension you might be holding there. And on your next out breath, just release your arms. Okay, so this is a moving sequence here. So what we'll be doing is starting with our arms up. So you're in warrior arms, so your palms are facing inwards and your arms are straight, but try and draw your shoulders down. So from warrior, what we're going to do is twist to the right, and as we do that, dropping our arms down, breathing in, bring the arms back up as you bring your chest back to centre. Then as you breathe out, looking to the left side, taking the arms down. Breathing in, bring your arms up as you bring your chest back to centre. We're going to do this 2 more times on each side, so you should get the hang of it by then. So next breath out, over to the right, drop the arms down. Breathing in, bring the arms up, back to centre. Breathing out, left side. Breathing in, back to centre. 1 more time on each side. Breathing out, right side. Breathing in to centre. Breathing out, left side. Breathing in, back to centre. And release those arms. Let the blood flow back into them. Give them a shake if you wish. Excellent. So we're going to go into a bit of a forward fold now as well. So this will be really good for stretching your back. So as we breathe in, raising the arms up. And as you breathe out, reach forward and put your hands wherever they get to. So your hands might make it to the floor. You might be nowhere near the floor. You might be holding your shin. You might have your hands on your knees. Wherever you get to, you want to be feeling a stretch through your back muscles. Just take nice, easy breaths in and out through the nose here. And then with your spine, just vertebra by vertebra, rolling up, keeping your head down. It's the last thing that's going to come up. And when it does, you can roll the shoulders back. Give them a nice shape roll and reverse direction. Okay, so we're going to do a seated version of CatCow. So CatCow normally you're doing on your hands and your knees, and in the next class where we ramp it up a little bit, we'll be doing that on the mat. So if you are going to join the next class, bring a mat with you. But for now we're going to do it seated. So what we're doing, as we breathe in, we're pushing our chest and our stomach out, we're rolling our shoulders back, and we're looking up to the ceiling. So that's a deep breath in through your nose. Then as you breathe out, you are rolling the shoulders over, bringing the head so your chin is tucked into chest, and doing your best to then arch your back. So breathing in, roll the shoulders back, looking up to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, rolling over and hunching. So go at the pace of your breath here. Feel free to close your eyes and raise your awareness of how much movement you're able to get in your spine. So when you're hunching, just make sure you're really bringing those shoulders around. When you're ready, bring it back to neutral. As a variation for that one, if you feel up to it, you can have your arms out. So as you're breathing in, your arms are out to the side. And then as you breathe out, you're rolling the arms around and bringing them over in front of you. So it's just going to increase the amount of movement in your shoulder there, so you can save that one for next time, or maybe you just gave it a little go. Whatever works for you. So we'll move into the legs. So we'll start with the simple rotations of the ankle. So lifting the leg up, just gently rotate the feet. Again, doesn't matter which direction you start in. And reverse direction. And back to neutral, place that leg down, and we'll do the other leg. So as you're doing this, have awareness of your shoulders, loosen them up, have your facial muscles, relax them, reverse direction on the foot. And back to centre, and release that foot down. So we're going to keep building up our legs. You may have noticed as you were potentially holding your legs there that you could feel your thigh muscle working as we did that. So we're going to continue to build on that. So we'll start with the right leg extended as high as you can. We'll take it down to the floor almost, but don't touch the floor. Raise it back up again. So if you've got your hands on your thighs, you'll feel that thigh working. So keep going up and down at a pace that works for you. Bring it back to neutral, and then we'll do the other leg. So lifting the left leg up as high as you can, bringing it down, not touching the floor, bringing it back up. to neutral. Excellent, back. Okay, so we are going to do a spine twist. We did this at the start of the last class. We're going to continue to build on this because it's just really good for flexibility of the spine and of the core part of your body. So taking the right arm behind your chair, placing the left hand on the outside of your right knee, looking over your right shoulder. So if you've got the back of a chair like I have, you can always use that to leverage your twists. If you want to get deeper into the twist, don't overdo it, but keep the spine lifted, and as you breathe out, just ease yourself into it a little bit more. So keep breathing in and out through the nose, and notice if you can get just a little bit further into the twist with every out breath. And bring that back to centre. So you might really feel, your back's worked a little bit. So taking the left hand behind you, maybe you want to hold the back of the chair, lift the spine up, right hand on the outside of the left knee, looking over your left shoulder here. And looking at some lovely spring blossom. And bring that back to neutral. Excellent. So quite often in yoga we take rests in child's pose. So there's some versions that you can do sitting. If you want, you can go down to that forward fold, if that was comfortable for you. You can cross your arms over and rest with your arms on your knee, with your head tucked down. Whichever's comfortable for you. We'll slowly make our way up again into a seated position, keeping that spine lifted so you're not slouching back into the chair. Okay, so we're going to do another standing pose. So for this, if you're comfortable doing so, I'm going to move the chair to the side. So I'm doing this from the side so you can see a bit easier. So what we're going to do is go into warrior one. So warrior one, starting with the right leg in front of the left leg, both feet facing forward. At this point alone, you might feel your left, the back of the leg and your calf might be quite tight here. That might be enough for you. And using the chair, if you want, for stability, you can reach forward and hold on to it. You might find, depending on your flexibility, that you need the chair the other way round so that you're a bit more upright. Maybe your calf is just too tight to reach any further forward, in which case that's absolutely fine, whatever's comfortable for you. See if you can do your best to roll the shoulders back here, so it's a good calf stretch. If you feel you don't need the chair, then you can go into warrior arms, so taking the arms up to the ceiling, palms facing inwards. Your arms are straight, but your shoulders are drawn down. So here you're in warrior one. And breathing out, bring the arms back down and bring yourself back to a neutral standing position. And then we'll do the other side. So this time taking the right leg back, left leg forward. Again, the distance between the legs is dependent on your flexibility here. So if you've got quite stiff calves, you might be at this point reaching like this. That might be fine for you. If you've got better flexibility, your leg might be further back. And then again, just reaching forward so you're feeling a good stretch down your calf muscle on your right leg. And again, if you want to do the variation of full warrior, taking the arms up to the ceiling. I'll leave you to decide what works best for you. And then again, release the leg. Give them a nice little back and forth if you so wish. So moving the chair back, we're going to do a variation of downward dog. So again, it totally depends on your flexibility here and what you're able to do. What we're going to do is hold on to the chair, take the legs back at a safe distance so the chair doesn't slide away from you. And then we're just going to take the weight back in the hips. So what you'll feel here is a stretch potentially down your back. You may feel it in your legs more. Again, depends on your body. You might feel the stretch more in your shoulders here. And then from here we're going to come back to neutral. In the class where we ramp it up a little bit, we're going to use the chair to do a little bit of plank. So, yay! I look forward to that one. So, bringing the chair back to neutral. Although it depends where you want the chair. And sitting back down. So, we're going to finish off with just a couple of warm down stretches. And then we're also going to finish on mountain pose, seated mountain pose. So for the stretches, we're going to take the left arm out to the side, bring it over to the right, holding the arm with your right hand and encouraging the stretch. So what you're doing is encouraging this arm back, but again, your flexibility will determine how far you can get here. So again, using that, lifting your spine up, so using your core muscles here to lift yourself up. Release that arm, and then we'll do the other side. So right arm up, bringing it across in front of you, using the left arm just to encourage that stretch through the right shoulder here. And release, bring it back to center. So finishing on mountain pose, what you're going to do is continue to sit nice and tall. Of course, if you at this point your core is feeling really quite tired, you need to sit down, do that, sit back into the chair if that's where you're at. But if you're feeling all right still, roll the shoulders back, and as you do that, resting your arms out to the side. So your arms are resting, but your palms are open, facing forward. And again, you can gently close your eyes, and this is mountain pose, seated mountain pose. So just take some nice easy breaths in and out through the nose. And then when you're relaxed, just ease off your arms into a comfortable position. So you might be resting on your thighs. And feel free to close your eyes, take nice easy breaths and enjoy a moment of relaxation. You can stay here as long as you want. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the class. As always, please send me any questions or comments or suggestions you might have. And I hope you enjoy the classes that are coming up. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.